Hello everyone. I'm going to show you how to create a gallery for your Brightspace page. I've had a request from an early years educator on how they would create a gallery for their students so they can post work and parents can see what you would normally put in your kindergarten class on the wall. So this is my makeshift gallery. I have created a grid of 6 by 4. You can create as many as you want. If you notice, I've created a link here. I would actually not recommend you creating links. I understand that, yes, the pictures are small, and you may want to create a link so that they can see this picture in a larger scale. But due to, I guess, privacy and I'm not sure if everybody's signed their media release forms. That's also an issue. I would keep it on Brightspace and I would keep it here so that they are not linkable. But if you want, I can show you how to create a link just in case it's student work and it doesn't have any faces, then that might be a little bit more acceptable. So we have images, we also have text, and it is in a grid form. I did create a widget, so I will show you how to create that. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go down to those 3 little dots at the very bottom, and you're going to go to Manage Home Pages. Or you can go all the way to the top, and you can go to Course Admin, and you can also manage your homepage from there by clicking Home Pages. So here, we are going to go to Widgets at the very top, and we are going to create a widget. I will warn you, this does take a little bit of time, a little bit of legwork, but in the end, you'll just have to edit the pictures, which also takes time, but this is how we create the gallery. So I'm going to name it my second gallery. We don't need a description. We are going to go to content, and the first thing you can do is create your title or your heading. I align everything in the center so that my grid is in the center as well. So Miss Hong's do-it-yourself gallery. There we go. Press enter. And over here, I'm not sure about your screen, but my screen is a little bit more smaller. More smaller. It is smaller. The 3 dots will allow you to access the cells. So we can create cells. So you can decide how many cells you want. This allows you to have 10. I don't know why it's one is on this side. Maybe it's because my screen is so much bigger. Okay, so I'm going to do a 4 by, actually, most classes should only have 20. So we're going to do 5 by 4. So here's a 5 by 4 cell. Now, if you notice that it's very, very tiny, don't panic. This is where you can add things in. If you want, you can stretch it out a little bit, but it will stretch when you add images in. So you can decide if you want to just add images, if you want to add text. I'm going to just say picture number 1. That can be what you want to add in. And you can continue stretching it out if you want, if you don't want it to be that small. And then you're going to go up here to the picture icon, the camera icon, and we're going to insert an image. So images can come from, I'll just go back so you can see, images can come from a URL, it can come from your computer. Mainly you would be downloading images to your computer and then uploading them. So I'm going to go to my Bitmojis and just add some in there. Let's add this one. And because you added a description of your picture, you do not have to add an alternate text. The alternative text is for when students are using assistive technology and read the screen. So it will read the screen for you. I'm going to create a new. I don't want to overwrite. And there we go. If you notice it's small, you can make it a lot bigger. It does not have to remain that small. You can size it. Okay, next one, I'm just going to do picture number 2, and we're going to go through, add another picture. You get the idea. And we're going to add images decorative because you added text. I'm going to create a new file. Mine says create new file because I've already added that image somewhere in my Brightspace. So if you want it to be deleted from somewhere, then you can do that by overwriting. By creating new. No, by overwriting. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Okay, so that's what you're going to do to create your cells. You can always make these larger if you don't want your pictures to be so small. And there we go. So you can fill in your cells as you go through. And in the end, if you want to preview, this is the preview button. It will give you a preview of your gallery. Those cell walls will disappear and you will not see them. So don't worry about that. Okay, when you are done, you can customize your widget. So you can say the title will be shown. You can prohibit them so they can't collapse the widget. And you can display it in the square size. So it's up to you what you would like to do. So I'm going to press save and close. So my widget has been made. It is not in my homepage yet. So I need to go back to home pages. Select the home page that you are using. You'll see because it says active on the side. I've chosen this one. This is my homepage. I'm going to decide where I want my gallery to go. Because a gallery is generally larger, it needs to take up the most space, unless you want your gallery to be tiny with the tiny little pictures. But parents may not be able to see that, so I usually put mine at the very bottom. So it expands the entire, I'll just add a second one so you can see what it looks like. Go to custom widgets, and I'm going to my second gallery. Add. I will remove my other gallery so that you can see it. Save and close. And then you can scroll all the way down. Oops. Go to home, scroll all the way down and see your gallery there. Let's go, little wheel. Now, the one nice thing about this gallery is that you can edit it. You can change the pictures, you can change the links. You don't have to create a brand new gallery every time. So those are the two images I created. And because I didn't change the style of the widget, then the drop-down menu I can collapse. So that's what everyone who views the your homepage can do. They can collapse any of your widgets. Collapse, make it smaller, collapse. So if you don't want them to collapse the widget, because sometimes they don't know how to expand it again, you can go into Style Your Widget and prohibit them from collapsing. Here we go. So now when you go back to your home page, they will not be able to make that widget smaller. It is gone. Collapse this widget is no longer there. Okay.